All Business Media presents the Professionals Roundtable. Hear what's hot in the professional world. Timely topics to propel your career to the next level. Professionals Roundtable with Christopher Sellery, exclusively on All Business Media.
Welcome back to All Business Media. I'm your host, Christopher Sellery. Joining me now from Hazlet, New Jersey, is the owner of Tarot with Joe. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Joe Monteleone to the program. Joe, welcome. How are you today?
Great. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for taking a few minutes out of your day to join us. We appreciate it. And why don't you start us off, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
So my name is Joe Monteleone. I'm also called Tarot with Joe, and I'm a professional tarot reader with over 15 years of experience. I read anywhere from individual clients to groups to parties to clubs. I do it all.
Alrighty. Now, what got you, started in the tarot world?
So a long time ago. It was a long time ago. I was very, very young. I had my first tarot reading, and I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. So I immediately got my first deck. I started researching it and learning it, and I just was so connected with the imagery and the artistry and the spirituality that I eventually started giving readings, and eventually I noticed that they were really working and they were really making a difference in people's lives. So I started charging, and now it's what I do.
Alrighty. Now, what does it take to actually learn how to do tarot?
Great question. So it really takes will and interest, and it really uses both sides of the brain. So you're using your left side of the brain for the intellectual, because you have to memorize these 78 cards, and there's a bunch of associations between planets and energies and ideas and mythologies. So you use that kind of historical and academic side of yourself. But then the most important part is your intuition, because that's what really brings you to the next level, where you start getting intuitive hits with a client and starting to really zoom in on what they're going through and how they can fix things. So it's both left and right brain, creativity, intellect, and that spiritual aspect as well.
Alrighty. Now, how long does it usually take to learn the cards and all that stuff?
So it took me, honestly, to really get comfortable with the cards. It probably took me a couple years. But I started when I was 10 years old. So if you're starting at an older age, you could probably do it quickly. Not going to lie, when I was 10, I was frustrated. I was like, this is ridiculous. I have to learn all these cards. But eventually, it actually becomes very seamless, because what you'll notice is that the cards it's almost like they're 78 cosmic memes of the universe, but also of yourself. So they're not foreign, they're not strange, they're actually very familiar, because they express the human condition. So they really become part of you, and you see them within your universe and also the greater universe. So it's quite a fun journey.
Alrighty. Now, what would really possess you at 10 years old to attempt this?
I was a weird kid. I was showing up into elementary school, going to class with books on Wicca, witchcraft, wizardry, and I was just that kind of guy. I couldn't help it. I loved it.
Did the teacher think you were crazy? Did she put you in the corner of the room?
Actually, it was funny. I used to bring tarot cards to school, and a lot of tarot cards have nudity on them. So I did get in trouble a couple times.
Wow. Okay. Now, when somebody does reach out to you for the first time, what are they really looking for?
Well, I think first of all, I think everyone can definitely use someone to talk to. That's number one. What I find in my readings is that the most common pattern is people need to be reminded in some way that they are a reflection of God, or connected to Source, or that they're okay, and there's nothing about them that they should be afraid of. So that's usually somehow the reading will deliver that message. But the particulars always change, and people approach me for many different reasons. A lot of times, actually, it's for entertainment initially. So people will be excited, they'll want to be impressed, or they're just interested, and then the reading will actually get very serious, and they'll leave my table feeling good, but feeling kind of like I've given them a lot of insight. Like they'll be very eye-opened.
Alrighty. Now, how long does it usually take to do any particular reading?
So I can give a reading in 10 minutes, but I can also give a reading in 30 minutes. I try to keep it not longer than 30 minutes because statistically people will only remember from anywhere between 5 and 9 things from a sitting and a conversation. So kind of realistically, I don't like to go over than that. But I have given readings that lasted hours.
Really? I guess they were very detailed readings, huh?
Yeah, they were emotional ones, but they were all very healing.
Alrighty. Now, where do you see yourself moving forward? What's on tap?
Many places. So I actually have a dance company called Monteleone Dance, and the work that I do with them is very connected with the tarot, and it's kind of ritualistic. So I'm seeing my dance practice merge more with my spiritual practice, and that's very exciting. I'm definitely going to write a book one day, something like called Moving Through Mysticism, where I'm going to discuss the creative process through the lens of Western esotericism. I'm definitely going to choreograph a famous music video for the Illuminati. That's definitely up there. I have a lot of lofty goals right now.
Alrighty. Well, what's the best way that my audience can reach out and contact you, Joe?
Best thing is to email me at tarotwithjoe, that's T-A-R-O-T with Joe, J-O-E, at gmail.com. You could also follow my Instagram, tarotwithjoe, at tarotwithjoe.
Alrighty. Joe, it's been great having you on the show today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. And for everyone else out there, stick around. We will be right back.
All Business Media presents the Professionals Roundtable. Hear what's hot in the professional world. Timely topics to propel your career to the next level. Professionals Roundtable with Christopher Sellery. Exclusively on All Business Media.